Deinonychus is a fascinating prehistoric animal that lived about 112 million years ago during the early Cretaceous period. It was a carnivorous dinosaur that belongs to the group of dromaeosaurs, which also includes Velociraptor and Utahraptor. Deinonychus was a relatively small dinosaur, with a length of around 10 to 13 feet and a weight of around 200 to 400 pounds. One of the most notable features of Deinonychus is its large, sickle-shaped claws on its hind feet, which measured up to 3 inches in length. These claws were used for hunting and for gripping prey, and helped the Deinonychus to be an effective predator. In fact, Deinonychus was a formidable hunter, as it had strong legs, a flexible tail, and sharp teeth. Another unique aspect of Deinonychus is its intelligence. Unlike many other dinosaurs, Deinonychus had a relatively large brain for its size, which suggests that it was capable of complex problem-solving and social behaviors. In addition, Deinonychus lived in packs, which supports the idea that it was a social animal. Anomalocaris is a remarkable prehistoric animal that lived about 515 million years ago during the Cambrian period. It was a giant arthropod, reaching up to 2.5 feet in length, making it one of the largest predators of its time. Anomalocaris is known for its distinctive appearance, which combined features of several different animal groups, including arthropods, worms, and mollusks. One of the most striking features of Anomalocaris was its large, circular mouth that was surrounded by tentacles. This mouth allowed it to capture and consume large prey, such as trilobites, which were common during the Cambrian period. Anomalocaris was also equipped with sharp, spiny appendages on its body that were used for defense and grasping prey. Quetzalcoatlus was a large pterosaur that lived about 70 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. It was named after the Aztec god Quetzalcoatl and was one of the largest flying animals ever, with a wingspan that could reach up to 33 feet. Quetzalcoatlus was a member of the pterosaur group known as Asdarchids, which included other giant flying reptiles such as Hatzegopteryx and Aramburgaenia. One of the most remarkable aspects of Quetzalcoatlus was its size and ability to fly. Its long, narrow wings were supported by a lightweight and strong bone structure, which allowed it to fly efficiently and cover large distances. Quetzalcoatlus was also capable of soaring, using air currents to stay aloft without flapping its wings. Another notable feature of Quetzalcoatlus was its long, toothless beak, which was used to capture and consume prey. Scientists believe that it fed on small mammals, reptiles, and even other pterosaurs, using its beak to grasp and swallow its food. Its large size and powerful jaws would have allowed it to hunt and feed on large prey, giving it a significant advantage over other predators. Dimetrodon is a fascinating prehistoric animal that lived about 295 to 272 million years ago during the late Carboniferous and early Permian periods. It was a synapsid, a group of reptiles that were the ancestors of mammals, and is often referred to as a sail-backed reptile. Dimetrodon was a large predator, reaching lengths of up to 10 feet and weighing over 500 pounds. One of the most distinctive features of Dimetrodon was its large, sail-like structure on its back, which was composed of elongated spinal bones that were covered in skin. This sail was used to regulate body temperature, as it could be raised or lowered to regulate heat loss or absorption. The sail was also used to communicate and intimidate other Dimetrodons and potential predators. Pterodastro is a remarkable prehistoric animal that lived about 70 million years ago during the early Cretaceous period. It was a pterosaur, a group of flying reptiles, and is known for its distinctive, comb-like structure on its snout. Pterodastro had a wingspan of up to 4 feet and was a relatively small pterosaur compared to some of its larger relatives, such as Quetzalcoatlus. One of the most unique aspects of Pterodastro was its comb-like structure on its snout, which was made up of over 100 thin, tooth-like protrusions. Scientists believe that these protrusions were used to filter small aquatic animals from the water, similar to the way modern-day flamingos use their beaks to filter food. In addition to its comb-like snout, Pterodastro had a long, toothless beak and a small, lightweight body. This combination of features made it well suited for a diet of small aquatic animals and insects, which it likely scooped up from the water surface while flying. Platybeladon was a prehistoric mammal that lived about 2.6 to 2.0 million years ago during the Pleistocene period. It was a member of the family Gomphotheridae, which were large, elephant-like mammals with a distinctive set of tusks and jaw structure. Platybeladon had a long, low-slung body and short legs, and is estimated to have weighed between 3 to 4 tons. One of the most distinctive features of Platybeladon was its tusks, which were shaped like shovels and used for foraging and browsing on vegetation. Its lower jaw was also distinctive, with large, flat plates that replaced the traditional molars of most mammals. These plates would have allowed Platybeladon to grind up tough vegetation with greater efficiency, enabling it to feed on a wider variety of plants. Meganeura was a giant dragonfly that lived about 300 million years ago during the Carboniferous period. It was a member of the insect order Odonata and was one of the largest insects to ever exist, with a wingspan of up to 2.5 feet. Meganeura was a formidable predator, using its large size and powerful mouth parts to capture other insects and small amphibians. Its wings were also equipped with large, serrated claws, which it used to grasp onto its prey while feeding. In addition to its predatory abilities, Meganeura was a strong flyer, capable of maneuvering through the air with agility and speed. Its large size and powerful wings would have given it a significant advantage over other insects and small animals in its environment. Arctocyon was a prehistoric mammal that lived during the Eocene epoch, about 56 to 34 million years ago. It was a member of the group Arctocyonidae and was one of the earliest mammals to evolve after the mass extinction of the dinosaurs. Arctocyon was a large, bear-like mammal, estimated to have weighed between 100 to 200 kilograms. Arctocyon had a stocky, robust body and short, powerful legs, which made it well suited for life in the forested environments of the Eocene. Its large size and strong jaws would have enabled it to feed on a variety of plant and animal matter, making it an omnivorous species. Eurypterids were a group of prehistoric sea creatures that lived during the Paleozoic era, from about 467 to 251 million years ago. They were members of the arthropod group Eurypterida and were among the largest and most successful sea predators of their time. Eurypterids had a unique body design, with a large, segmented exoskeleton, multiple pairs of legs, and a long, flattened tail that ended in a sting. They were equipped with powerful jaws and large, spiny claws, which they used to capture and devour their prey. Diplodocus was a large, long-necked dinosaur that lived about 150 million years ago during the late Jurassic period. It was a member of the sauropod group of dinosaurs, which were known for their massive size and long necks and tails. Diplodocus was one of the longest dinosaurs that ever lived, reaching lengths of up to 100 feet and weighing as much as 20 tons. Its long neck and tail made up more than half of its body length, and it used its neck to reach tall vegetation, such as trees and bushes, to feed on leaves and stems.